Imagine this. You live in a city where combustion engines are already starting to sound retro. You walk into your driveway, tap your phone, and a silent 800-volt luxury SUV wakes up, preconditioned, doors presenting themselves to you like a first-class lounge. Today, we're not talking about concept art or vaporware. These are 10 real luxury SUVs that are either already hitting the road or officially confirmed for the very near future. And some of them charge so fast that your coffee order will take longer than going from 10 to 80%. Welcome back to Autopedia, your deep dive English channel into everything on four wheels. In this episode, we're counting down 10 of the best new full electric luxury SUVs. We'll go very technical, voltages, charging curves, battery chemistries, performance numbers, but we'll keep it engaging and easy to follow. This is not a drag race ranking. Instead, think of it as a curated tour in no particular order through the most interesting high-end EV SUVs you can actually buy or that manufacturers have officially confirmed. Let's dive in. First up, BMW's vision of its electric future. Number 1 on our list, the BMW iX3 of the Neue Klasse generation, around 2026. BMW calls this iX3 the first of a new era, and that's not marketing fluff. This SUV is built on the Neue Klasse architecture, with BMW's 6th generation eDrive powertrain, running an 800-volt electrical system and dual motors, one on each axle, giving you all-wheel drive and the kind of instant torque you expect from a performance EV. BMW is talking about WLTP ranges of up to roughly 805 kilometers on certain versions, with energy consumption in the ballpark of 17.9 to 15.1 kilowatt-hours per 100 kilometers. That's sedan-like efficiency in a mid-size SUV footprint, and it's largely thanks to a very sleek body, low drag, and the efficiency of that Gen 6 powertrain. BMW charging is where this thing really leans into that 800-volt architecture. BMW quotes up to 400 kilowatt DC fast charging, and they're very proud of the headline that after just 10 minutes on a powerful fast charger, you can regain up to about 372 kilometers of range. In practical terms, that means a bathroom break plus a snack, rather than lunch and emails every time you stop. Inside, the iX3 debuts BMW's panoramic iDrive, an ultra-wide glass display surface that sweeps across the dash. It integrates the instrument cluster and central display into one continuous digital band with a strong driver orientation. Underneath is BMW's new Heart of Joy software and electronics platform, designed to tie powertrain, chassis, and driver assistance systems together more tightly than before. Think adaptive damping, predictive energy management, and lane keeping, all talking in real time. Design-wise, you still get the upright X-family look, but cleaned up. Flush, automatically extending door handles, a very shallow frontal area, and a simplified kidney grille that can be optionally lit, the iconic glow. The theme here is aerodynamic efficiency without looking like a science experiment. This is the car for you if you want a very familiar BMW X3 style use case, family, commuting, road trips, but with the tech leap of an 800-volt EV and BMW's next-gen software stack. Next, from Stuttgart's other star, the all-electric Mercedes-Benz GLC 400 4MATIC with EQ technology from 2026 model year. If BMW went minimalist tech, Mercedes went electric S-Class shrunk into a mid-size SUV. The electric GLC sits on a dedicated EV architecture, and in the GLC 400 4MATIC variant, delivers 360 kilowatt or 489 and a mighty 800 Nm of torque, sent to all four wheels. That's enough to push this luxury family SUV from 0 to 100 km/h in about 4.3 seconds, which is seriously quick for something this practical. The battery pack offers around 94 kilowatt-hours of usable energy, and the WLTP range is listed at up to 673 kilometers, with an inner-city electric range figure of up to 808 kilometers, thanks to regenerative braking and urban driving cycles. Energy consumption sits at about 15.8 kilowatt-hours per 100 kilometers, which is impressively low given the power and size. Charging is also properly high-end. Mercedes quotes a maximum DC charging power of 330 kilowatts, taking the battery from 10 to 80% in roughly 22 minutes at a sufficiently powerful fast charger. AC charging via wallbox or public AC is up to 11 kilowatts, giving a 0-100% top-up in around 10 hours, ideal for overnight home charging. Inside, the GLC leans heavily on the new MB.OS ecosystem, and the seamless MBX Hyperscreen that stretches across the full width of the dash. A 39.1-inch glass surface that hosts instrument cluster, central infotainment, and passenger display in one integrated panel. You also get features like airmatic air suspension and rear axle steering up to about 4.5 degrees, pulling double duty. It tightens the turning circle in the city and stabilizes the car at high speed. Combined with sophisticated driver assistance systems, the GLC positions itself as a smooth, quiet, business class way to cover long distances. If your idea of luxury is a cocoon of ambient lighting, a floating panoramic roof with sky control, and near-silent thrust, the electric GLC is your car. Now, we're staying in Germany, but moving to the sports car side of things, the fully electric Porsche Cayenne. Porsche describes the Cayenne Electric as a technological milestone, and the numbers support that claim. In its most extreme versions, the Cayenne Electric delivers up to 850 kilowatts of power, that's 1,156 PS, making it the most powerful production Porsche ever at launch. In the hottest variant, Porsche quotes 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in about 2.5 seconds, which is hypercar territory in a large SUV body. The vehicle is based on a high-performance 800-volt architecture with DC fast-charging power of up to 400 kilowatts. On a sufficiently powerful charger that enables extremely short 10 to 80% charging times and minimizes thermal stress thanks to sophisticated cooling strategies in both pack and power electronics. Porsche is targeting WLTP ranges of up to about 642 kilometers, depending on model and wheel tire choice. The focus with Cayenne Electric is a three-way brief. It has to be a sports car on the road, a comfortable long-distance cruiser, and credible off-road. To achieve this, Porsche uses adaptive air suspension, active anti-roll systems, rear axle steering, and torque vectoring, all integrated into a central chassis controller, similar to what you see in the Taycan and the latest 911. They even talk openly about rollout learnings from Formula E being applied to the Cayenne's high-voltage system, particularly around efficiency and repeatable fast-charging performance. So this is essentially race-grade power electronics repurposed for the school run. Stylistically, it's clearly a Cayenne, muscular wheel arches, strong shoulders, and that unmistakable Porsche light bar. But the nose is smoother, aero is tightened up, and underneath the surface almost everything is new. Battery integrated into the floor, centrally mounted electric motors, and a heavily revised thermal management system. If your definition of luxury is sports car first, SUV second, this is the one that grabs you by the kidneys. Let's stay with Porsche for a smaller but no less interesting entry, the Porsche Macan Electric. The Macan Electric is Porsche's entry electric SUV, though calling it entry feels a bit unfair when you see the numbers. The Macan Electric family includes models like the Macan Electric and the Macan 4 Electric. The Macan Electric offers up to about 250 kilowatts, 35 horsepower, while the Macan 4 Electric steps this up to roughly 285 to 300 kilowatts, or about 382 horsepower, depending on the market specification. Top speed is around 137 mph, 220 km per hour, with brisk 0 to 60 miles per hour times that firmly place it in performance SUV territory. Like its bigger Taycan and Cayenne siblings, the Macan Electric rides on an 800-volt platform, which allows high DC fast charging rates and relatively light cabling for a given power level. The pack size and final WLTP range figures vary by configuration, but Porsche positions Macan Electric as the daily driver. Porsche EV, a car you can commute in all week, then cross a couple of countries with and on the weekend using high-speed Ionity-type chargers. Torque vectoring all-wheel drive, optional rear axle steering, adaptive air suspension, and Porsche's characteristic steering tuning all combine to give you something that feels much closer to a sports hatch than a tall crossover. On the tech side, Macan Electric adopts the latest generation of Porsche's communication management system with large central displays, augmented reality navigation, and deep OTA update capability. If your dream garage includes a 911, but your real life involves kids, bikes, and a big IKEA habit, the Macan Electric is the one-car solution that tries to do it all. Next up is the Swedish-Chinese take on luxury, the Polestar 3. Polestar calls the 3 its SUV for the electric age, and underneath it uses a 400-volt lithium-ion pack with around 111 kilowatt-hours of capacity across across 17 modules, regardless of whether you pick the single-motor long range or one of the dual-motor variants. There are 3 key powertrain options: long-range single-motor, rear-wheel drive, 220 kilowatt, 299 PS, 490 Nm, 0-100 km in 7.8 seconds, and a target WLTP range of about 706 km. Long-range dual-motor, all-wheel drive, 360 kilowatt, 489 PS, 8 Nm, 0-100 km in 5.0 seconds, WLTP range around 636 km. Long-range dual motor with performance pack, still ABD, 308 kilowatt, 517 PS, 910 km/h in 4.7 seconds, with a WLTP figure of roughly 567 km. Energy consumption is listed between about 17.6 and 23 kWh per 100 km depending on spec, which is impressively efficient for a nearly 4.9-meter-long SUV. But what really makes the Polestar 3 interesting is the chassis hardware. It uses aluminum front and rear suspension, a double wishbone front end, and an integral link rear axle. The dual motor cars can be equipped with active 2-chamber air suspension with modes like standard, agile, and firm, and the performance model adds Polestar engineered damping and huge Brembo performance brakes with up to 400mm discs. On the tech side, you get a Google-based infotainment stack, an advanced driver assistance suite with high-performance radar and cameras, and a very Scandinavian cabin, clean lines, sustainable materials, and a strong focus on visibility and light. With towing capacity up to around 2,200 kilograms on the dual-motor models, the Polestar 3 is also one of the few luxury EV SUVs that's genuinely happy hauling a big trailer. Pure progressive performance, Polestar. If you want something that drives like a tall, fast, very polished Scandinavian Grand Tourer, the Polestar 3 hits that niche perfectly. And rounding out this first half of the list, we move to Polestar's close cousin from Gothenburg, the Volvo EX90. The EX90 is Volvo's new flagship large, fully electric SUV. Think of it as the electric replacement for the XC90. It offers seating for up to 7 passengers, runs an 800-volt electrical system, and in twin-motor form delivers around 335 kilowatt, 456 POR, and 670 Nm of torque to all 4 wheels. 0 to 62 miles per hour is quoted at about 5.5 seconds, with a top speed limited to 112 miles per hour, in line with Volvo's safety-driven speed cap. Battery-wise, the EX90 offers packs with nominal capacities of about 92 kilowatt-hours and 106 kilowatt-hours, and depending on the configuration, Volvo quotes combined ranges of up to roughly 378 miles, WLTP, with significantly higher city range thanks to low-speed efficiency. Charging takes advantage of that 800-volt bus. On a 350 kilowatt DC fast charger, Volvo quotes 10 to 80% in around 22 minutes. At home, on a 3-phase 16A AC supply, a 0-100% charge is roughly 10 hours, which fits nicely into an overnight window. But the EX90 is as much about safety tech as it is about numbers. The car is packed with sensors, high-resolution cameras, radar, ultrasonic sensors, and a roof-mounted LiDAR, all feeding into Volvo's next-generation driver assistance platform. The goal is not just lane keeping and adaptive cruise. It's a system that can understand the environment with redundancy and be ready for more advanced automated driving functions down the line. Inside, the EX90 is very Scandinavian living room. Natural materials, a calm design language, and a large central portrait display backed by a Google-based operating system with deep integration of online services. There's also a strong focus on bidirectional charging and energy ecosystem features, allowing the EX90 to potentially act as part of a home energy system, depending on market and equipment. For big families who want 7 proper seats, serious safety, and long-range electric capability in a very understated package, the EX90 is one of the most complete options on sale. Next on our list is one of the most talked about high-tech luxury EVs out of China, the Zeekr 7X. If the EX90 was about Scandinavian restraint, the Zeekr 7X is all about sophisticated tech blended with avant-garde design. The 7X is built on Geely's SEA architecture, the same modular electric platform that underpins several premium EVs across the group, giving it a flat-floor design, long wheelbase, and excellent packaging for passengers. Its proportions sit in the mid to large SUV space, but the cabin experience is closer to a lounge than a utility vehicle. The The powertrain uses dual permanent magnet motors, offering strong, instant torque with all-wheel drive and fast responses. The battery technology is one of the highlights. Zeekr offers its golden battery system with high energy density, excellent thermal stability, and charging performance that places it firmly in the top tier of electric SUVs. Depending on configuration, the 7X supports extremely fast DC charging, enabling very short 10 to 80% top-ups and making long-distance travel genuinely convenient. Inside, the 7X takes a radically modern approach. Expect a large floating infotainment screen, a wide digital instrument display, and advanced driver assistance hardware built into the body with high-resolution sensors. The cabin is designed using soft-touch materials, hidden air vents, ambient lighting, and a minimalist design philosophy that mirrors high-end smart homes. If you're someone who values technology and wants something different from the classic European brands, the Zeekr 7X stands as one of the most forward-thinking premium electric SUVs available. From China, we jump back to Germany, to a brand that has fully embraced the electric era, the Audi Q6 e-tron. The Q6 e-tron is built on the new PPE platform, jointly developed by Audi and Porsche. This new architecture introduces an 800-volt electrical system to the Q lineup, which means ultra-fast DC charging, higher efficiency, and stronger thermal stability. In the most common configurations, the Q6 e-tron uses a dual-motor electric quattro system, delivering a balanced blend of power and comfort with a very Audi-like road feel, confident, composed, and secure, even when driven enthusiastically. Battery capacity sits around the mid-90 kilowatt-hour range usable, giving the Q6 e-tron strong real-world driving range even on 20 or 21-inch wheels. Charging is one of its biggest strengths. On a sufficiently powerful charger, it can recover hundreds of kilometers of range in less than 15 minutes. Audi has also focused heavily on efficiency with a heat pump, advanced energy recuperation, and highly optimized aerodynamics. Inside, the cabin ushers in a new generation of Audi interior design. You get the curved panoramic display for both driver and infotainment, an additional passenger display, and an advanced voice-controlled interface. Materials emphasize sustainability, recycled fabrics, soft surfaces, and a layout that feels airy and deeply premium. The Q6 e-tron targets drivers who want the classic Audi blend of technology and understated elegance, now wrapped in a thoroughly modern electric SUV package with Porsche-grade hardware underneath. Now we move to Britain and to what is probably one of the most anticipated electric SUVs of the decade, the all-electric Range Rover. This is the first-ever fully electric Range Rover, yet it stays absolutely true to the brand's DNA: luxury, presence, and all-terrain authority. The electric Range Rover rides on the flexible modular longitudinal architecture, adapted to fit a high-capacity battery pack and dual-motor drivetrain without compromising the signature floating roof silhouette or short overhang proportions. The brand has emphasized refinement above all else. Expect near-silent cruising thanks to active noise cancellation, a low center of gravity for stability, and adaptive air suspension that continually monitors the road. The electric motors provide instant torque, giving effortless acceleration, but where Range Rover truly differentiates itself is in its off-road technology. Terrain modes, intelligent torque vectoring, and software-controlled traction systems that make full use of the precision of electric power. Charging and range are designed for long-distance luxury travel. Fast charging capability supports high-power DC stations, and the battery is engineered to maintain performance even in extreme climates. Land Rover has publicly showcased winter testing, deep water wading simulations, and desert durability trials, making it clear that this EV is built to handle far more than urban commuting. Inside, you get the full flagship experience: sustainable yet luxurious materials, a panoramic digital cockpit, the latest PV Pro infotainment, executive rear seating, and a cabin designed to feel like an exclusive lounge on wheels. If you want electric capability paired with true British luxury and go-anywhere confidence, the electric Range Rover is set to redefine its class. Next, from the United States, comes one of Cadillac's most stylish global EVs, the Cadillac Optiq. The Optiq sits below the Lyriq, but keeps the same sharp design language: slim LED signatures, clean surfaces, and a confident, futuristic stance. It is built on GM's Ultium platform, which allows a modular battery layout and strong motor configurations while keeping weight and efficiency in check. Performance in the Optiq focuses on smooth, refined power rather than outright brute force. Dual motors deliver balanced all-wheel drive with rapid torque delivery and quiet operation. The Ultium battery provides strong range for the segment and supports DC fast charging suited for long road trips. Inside, Cadillac's artful integration philosophy is front and center, a sweeping curved display that merges driver and infotainment functions, premium materials, crisp ambient lighting, and a very clean look dominated by horizontal lines. Super Cruise, GM's hands-free driving system for compatible highways, is part of the technology package, giving the Optiq a high-tech edge in the mid-luxury EV segment. With its combination of American style, modern electric performance, and advanced driver assistance, the Optiq stands as one of the most elegant choices for drivers looking for a luxury EV that feels upscale without being oversized. Each of these SUVs shows a different interpretation of luxury in the electric age. Extreme performance, quiet comfort, advanced safety, or high-tech innovation. But they all share one thing. They represent the future of premium mobility, one that's cleaner, quieter, and more advanced than anything we've seen before. If you enjoyed this deep technical dive, make sure to subscribe to Autopedia for more analytical, engineering-driven reviews of the world's most exciting cars. And as always, drive safe, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next episode.